does.
Yeah. Now, one of the things I've heard is I think I heard the average age of a financial advisor is like 56 or 58, something like that. And there's not a lot of young folks coming into the industry, or at least not a replenishing rate. How do you guys handle staffing?
Yeah, we have great people inside the organization. I don't know the exact average, but I believe our average advisor age is somewhere between 40 to 45. So we actually have a pretty young organization. Some of the ways that we go about it, we have a massive internship program that we have every summer. So that's a great way to bring in younger folks inside the organization. We look to hire some of them after the internship. We view it as a 3 month long interview process. And with that, we'll hire them going into their senior year, and then we'll pay them to come work a couple hours a week, but throughout the semester, we get them fully licensed. So they're coming in and hitting the ground running after college. So that's one that's great. We have our virtual planning team, which works with clients that still want service, still need service, but maybe are just taking RMDs or aren't as complex as cases. We put a lot of our younger advisors there to kind of get their feet wet, getting used to working with clients. And it's a great training ground to get them up and running. And then we have, I believe it's a 53-step process from getting licensed to getting the green light to be client facing. So a whole curriculum built to really train our next generation up to be ready to go. So we have a strong process in place for sure.
You know what that reminds me of is there's a few folks in the HVAC industry that have been addressing the talent issue by opening up their own HVAC schools. There was one that was in Charlotte, North Carolina. They actually wouldn't hire you if you'd worked for one of their competitors. You had to go through their school, and they actually paid folks to go through school. They were making 80K going through HVAC school, and then pretty quick coming out of that, they were making six figures as a HVAC tech.
Yeah,
They got acquired by PE, and who knows what's going on there now. They've probably shut down the school or started charging them tuition or something. But there's another big HVAC company in Missouri, who in St. Louis, who's doing the same thing. So I think that's really wise. I think for any business out there, you got to be asking who are going to be my main producers 10 years from now, and how do I start developing them today?
100%. Yeah. Being having young talent is fantastic, and being able to have them along for a fair period of time certainly just helps the organization can continue to scale and grow.
Yeah. Um,